I think one of the hardest things about recovery is knowing where to start, knowing how to make the decision to give it a go. So here I'm Alice at Recovery Daughter, and here are 3 steps on how to get your recovery journey started. 1. Use what's the worst that can happen thinking. I find this really helpful in terms of weight gain, like, well, yes, weight gain is scary, but what's the worst thing that's going to happen to me? Am I changing as a person if I gain a few hundred grams, if I gain a few kilos, like what's the difference? The second thing will be keeping a list of all the things anorexia has stolen from you. This can be a bit of a painful one, but I think it's really important to have laid down things that have been taken from you that ultimately at some point you might want back. Things like always feeling tired, always feeling cold, not being able to go out and enjoy time with friends because you're worried about food that might be involved, or being uncomfortable because somebody's dieting, or walking into a room and only thinking, oh my gosh, am I the biggest in it? All those kind of things that are really difficult that come with anorexia that you might want to fight. I hope you want to fight. And the third thing is to really think about your future. So I realised when I started recovery that I really wanted to get to university. I wanted to meet somebody, hopefully get a long-term relationship, maybe even have kids. None of that was ever going to happen if I just kept going with my eating disorder and kept living the life of no energy and not being able to study or maintain a conversation. Like, all of that stuff just hampers your chance of enjoying life. And if you think about what future you want, maybe 10, 20, even 30 years time, if you do want a future, then you need to start fighting for that now. Like, there's no better time than the present to get going with this. With those things in mind, I'd say just go for it, because there's never going to be a good time to recover. It's hard work, and it's scary. But isn't it more scary that you could spend your whole life trapped like this in this illness? It's really difficult to make that first step, but know that you are not alone, and that hundreds of people who are recovering like me have made that first step and have survived and are saying, yes, it's worth it. So yes, keep us in mind and see you next time. Lots of love.